Hello and welcome back to the PRL Podcast. This is the final episode of the season. Sad times, I know, but thankfully I'm joined again by Gary. What's good, Gary? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Can't wait to finish this podcast, so don't pretend to like you anymore.
All right,
Yeah.
starting off on a good note. So yeah, we've just finished round 15. We've got a new title to Decky's cabinet, I
The champ
guess.
champ. The champ.
Two-time champ, back to back. Let's start with the qualifying of a race which was one of the better races of the season, I think,
So was quali.
particularly for
Quali was
quali
one.
at least.
I think quali was like the best. How close everyone was. Everyone separated by a second, then you had Maxi getting disqualified. So Harry took pole with a 1 minute 8.2.
Which was good.
Stonking. Oof.
I think
Then we
we were
had
talking a
yeah,
bit
go on.
about it before the podcast, before we started recording. The FPS lag was pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, because I don't know
we had
how they were doing that
20.
time.
I don't know how we had 20 people in the lobby
Yeah.
on the last race, but yeah, I was finding the FPS lag pretty horrendous.
Yeah,
So an
same.
8.2 is a very good lap.
Yeah. Then we had Lewis in P2, half a tenth off Harry, and then Decky, who also did an 8.2. So top three all in the point twos. Ridiculous. Just shows how competitive it is at the front.
Yeah.
Then we had Michael in P4 with an A4, and then Jim in P5, Mitch P6, Neo P7, disappointing, Sam in P8, yourself, pretty good quality.
Over the moon.
Simsong in P9. P9.
Gotta be
Yeah.
the standout of the quali session, surely.
Yeah. Shame on you that for the
Simside
lap.
he didn't even DNF in quali.
Oh. We had Owen in P10, Falcon way down in P11, Rick P12, myself in 13th, Calic in 14th, Spinex in 15th in his first race, uh, Killer 16th, Jeff 17th, YHY 18th, Jari 19th, and Maxi Luca was last with he got disqualified. So yeah, that was quali.
It was
Extremely close.
Yeah, it was
Close.
so close. Second separate. I mean, I know it's a small track, but like, I believe an 8.9 gets you about like
The back row.
16th on the grid. And it's like
Yes,
that's pretty
madness. Like
mental, to be fair. So props to everyone
ridiculous.
for a good quali. Everyone put on a good show. And yeah, I think it was actually quite a clean first lap that we had.
Yeah, no one pitted. Right? Like I
Simside
don't think
pitted,
anyone.
but
Well,
because of
Simsai, yes.
lag.
Yeah, he did the
Um,
right thing, but yeah, no one lost their wing or anything.
it was a miracle,
Fortunate.
wasn't it?
Right. And like the most tense race of the season, you'd think this would be the place where wings would be flying, but there wasn't a single one. Quite
So,
disappointing I was not seeing anyone pit. Leave them.
well, if you want to take us through the race results.
Yeah. If quali was close, the
Oh,
race was even closer. Um, Harry won the race on the two stop,
his first win.
and yeah, and he got no penalties. So fair play for him for that.
Proved the
Like
haters wrong.
we all know he has the pace, but can he do this consistently?
It's the first time in 15 races he's showed that he can do it. So,
Yeah. So like we all know he has the pace, but he just needs to show it a lot more. Excuse me. But hopefully he can. Then we had the champ in P2, Decky. Only 2 tenths off.
I mean,
And
he,
what a battle.
I mean, there's not much to like. It's such a subjective subject. I've spoke to Harry a bit about it, and he knows that I thought it was legal, but I thought it was
Yeah, but
right on the
it was
limit.
a bit, looking back on it, was some parts were like,
Oh yeah, completely agree. But like, it's
what's
kind
at
of
stake though?
it's kind of like double standards in a way, because I'd say it's legal, but if Harry or Decky got damage off the other one's move, I would have said it wasn't legal. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really know where I stand. I preferably prefer not to see that sort of driving appear
Yeah,
in
definitely
PRL
not
again.
when you're fighting for the championship.
But I guess if
And
there was
like,
any race that warranted that sort
yeah,
of driving.
this wasn't the one. So I can understand why they're absolutely pushing for
Harry
it now.
wanted Michael to win more than Michael wanted to win by the looks of things.
Yeah, Harry's trying his best. Um, anyway, in P3 was Sam. Oh no, sorry, it was Rick in
Oh,
P3.
low blow. Low blow.
Another podium bottled. How many is that? I don't even think I
Well,
can count them on one hand.
I thought it was only two until I looked at my videos and saw it's more or less every track, to be honest. Like, oh, it's not been a great season for me, not gonna lie.
You can take the positives
It's
if you're
been
in those
interrupted a
positions.
lot. I missed quite a few races. Um, and it took me quite a while to find my speed. And I still haven't found
Then when
it.
you found your speed, you couldn't find your bottle.
I've not found my bottle.
Excuse me. Yeah, so Rick was P3, you in P4, Jim in P5, um, Neo P6, Owen P7, good drive from him on the one stop.
Yep,
Um, Mitch in P8, YHYY P9, solid points from Renault, carrying them once again,
as
and
always, as
he's
always.
beating Adam now.
Congrats to
Um,
Spine though, P10.
yeah, on his debut
First
P10,
race. I mean,
saying you
one
beat.
thing to note is that out of the top 10, I believe two, three, four, five of them one stopped, and three of the top four one stopped. So I think that put to rest whether the one stop or two stop was faster.
Yeah, I told Neo the two stop was quicker, and he wasn't very happy after the race.
One stop was very difficult. Like we saw
Yeah.
Michael get a puncture. I got lucky. My tyres were above 80%. I imagine
Wow.
Owens could have been above 80 as well because he pitted the same
Yeah,
lap as me.
I think Rick was okay because he started outside the top 10.
But yeah, it was
But
like sometimes you
yeah,
gotta take that risk, and it was
yeah, it didn't
unlucky
pay
for
off,
Michael.
obviously.
It did
Yeah.
not pay off for him.
75% bang. That's like,
I think his went on 80%. I think,
oh, 80, sorry, yeah, 80,
or
80.
79. They went on one of them.
Um, then we had me and P11. Great job by me. So
Outside the
good in this
top 10
game.
again, back where we belong.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
Eh?
basically. Then we had Jerry in P12, Calic P13, Michael 14th. So unlucky, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
Ah,
I bet he was sore after the race. Well, he didn't act very sore. You wouldn't have guessed he'd
no,
just lost the championship
he
on
was
the last lap
still
with a
upbeat.
puncture.
It's like he expected to lose
Eh,
it.
It did feel a little bit like his heart wasn't in it as much as Deck. Could just be different characters, but
Yeah.
Michael didn't seem to want it as much as Decky did, in my opinion. Um,
Um, I think Michael wants it. He just has a different way of showing it.
yeah, less aggressive,
Yeah.
too kind, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's got to be a bit more of a diva.
Elbows out.
Yeah. Anyway, P15 was Killer. Then 16 was Jeff, who retired. Louis retired also, and Maxi retired, and
Falcon.
someone Falcon retired. Yes, yes. Yeah, so that
That's
rounds off the race. Pretty entertaining
what
race.
are the talking points? Well, one talking point is, I'm not sure if he wanted me to say this, but apparently he has said it in the main chat as well. Calic messaged me and asked to go to D2 next season. First of all, people will not be moved to the division they want to be in. It'll be done on speed, but if someone does want to be in, say, Division 2, and they're right on the cusp of being in Division 1, then you probably would put them in Division 2 if there was someone else in that like speed bracket that really wanted to be in Division 1,
Yeah.
for example. But Anyway, it just shows that Calicu absolutely dominated D2, comes in D1 and wants to go back to D2. It kind of shows the different environments that are in
Yeah.
both leagues, really, isn't it?
If I was him, though, I wouldn't really want to move back to D2. No offense to any D2 drivers or anything, but like, you want to race the best,
That's
and
what
like,
I think. But I've seemed to be
he
like,
wanted to be in this position. He knew it wasn't going to be easy,
yeah,
and he's been unfortunate in some cases. Like when he first joined, he did show he had the pace.
though you
He's
still
just
got the
been
pace, yeah.
still has the pace. Oh yeah, definitely. But like, I don't know if he just prefers winning all the time. Like
I mean,
maybe that's
winning's
what it is.
nice. Don't get me wrong,
Like,
but I'm at least one of those people that I would rather come 8th against the best racers than come
yeah,
2nd against drivers who haven't really put me under pressure or anything.
I am
Like, I want to
totally the same.
work for something. I don't want to just
Yeah.
walk through and
You know
take
you've
something.
fully did it. You know you've worked your hardest to get it, whether that be 2 points or whatever or a race win. You know you've done what like you've been pushed.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think you can improve if you don't race people better than you either. You never
exactly.
learn anything.
Like he was almost walking D2. Like he came
I
third
believe
in the
he'd won
standings.
like. Did he finish 3rd overall?
He finished third overall.
Oh my god, he actually did. And he raced 4
That's
races.
crazy.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Like why would you want to go back to D2?
He won
Like
3 of his 4 races.
that's insane.
Let's see what margin he won by if it's updated. So he won by 5 seconds in one of his races. He won by 40 seconds in another one. And he won by 35 in another race.
How is that fun?
I mean,
Obviously, coming
each to their
13th or
own, but
14th
I don't see how that would
is
be
fun.
fun.
Yeah, he probably like coming 13 to 14 most weeks isn't fun either. But winning by 30 or 40 seconds, yes, you're winning, but like you're not racing anymore. Like I personally, if I was him, I'd stay in D1.
I
But
would as well.
it's fully up to him. But like I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't go back to D2 because I remember when he first joined D1 and he said, "I'm a Finn. We
Yeah,
always work hard
yeah.
and we don't give up."
That seemed to go out the window.
That's gone pretty quickly.
That's been thrown back to Finland,
Yeah.
where it came from.
We ain't in Finland anymore.
I mean, yeah, each their own, but like, I guess it gives someone else the chance if he does drop out. And I know if what we think will happen, happens on the new game, we think Division 1 will only get faster. So it might be his chance to bail now whilst he still has the chance, rather than be midway through next season and think, oh my god, I don't want to be in this league. So
Yeah, it becomes an agony or something.
yeah, Agony really didn't enjoy his time in D1 when he was not at the
No,
top.
definitely not. But
Anyway, I think that's that, really, isn't it?
yeah, just congratulations to Decky.
Yeah,
Commiserations
congrats
to
Decky.
Michael.
So now I guess we'll be moving on to the segment which probably tuning in for the podcast for to find out who your teammate is for the esports race and what car you're in. So you will hear that now. Okay, and onto the Vortex E-Race segment. As some of you may know, we have had the fantastic opportunity to do an e-race, like kind of an advertisement for Vortex Racing, which is an esports team, and they've kindly offered to give the winner a €50 PSN card.
That's
So there's a lot on the line, especially for the likes of me and Gary, who are going to be fighting for this. But without further ado, we have drafted the 20 drivers, the 20 fastest drivers which have accepted our offer. And if any drop out, we may contact the next fastest driver in line, so be prepared to receive a message if anyone drops out at the last minute. So, to explain what's about to happen, the teammates for this race were not randomised. We thought it would be best if we made 2 pools out of the 20 drivers, the top 10 fastest and the slowest 10 as well, and 1 from each pool would go together. This would mean in terms of racing for the win, the drivers racing for the win won't have to worry about pitting at the same time, which we thought would make a better race. So we've done that. And then they were randomised a car. So me and Gary don't know the teams, and we don't know the cars. So you could hear a lot of cursing if I get a certain car. But I'm not going to say anything yet. So right now, I will receive a message from an anonymous source telling me what car and what teammates are in that car. So hopefully I receive that message fairly soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first car we're going to look at is Mercedes, and the drivers for this team are VGIA_Michael and Killer Blue. Okay, so that's quite a nice pairing, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, that's a pretty decent team.
I think Michael's got off quite light. I think, but the only problem is Killer's sometimes prone to the contra strategy.
Sometimes he's quick.
I mean, I don't know. Killer was a master at Monaco. He could be very rapid around Singapore if he wants to be. So,
if he wants.
I mean, I'm sure Mike will be over the moon with that Mercedes. But anyway, on to the next team, which is Ferrari. The two drivers driving for a Ferrari. It's Neo is one of them, back in his old Ferrari. He'll be over the moon with that. Who is he teaming with? He is teaming with F1 Racer. He has drawn the short straw.
Well, if he's fighting for a win, that's the best thing.
To be fair, Neo has locked in. Neo has locked in a treat.
He doesn't have to think at all. I'm gonna pit there, yeah. But I think Adam's gonna stop.
He looks at the track map and he sees that Adam like 40 seconds down the road, just miles behind him.
And Neil pits, Adam pits ahead of him. Oh, the scenes.
So Neil will be over the moon with that. He's got his Ferrari, his beloved Ferrari. On to the next team is Red Bull. I wouldn't mind this car if it draws my name, that's for sure. Okay, so Decky is in the Red Bull. I think you'll be happy with that. Red Bull, I think, is a really nice car. Who is his teammate gonna be? It's me! I'm his teammate!
Oh, that actually happened. The romance.
I got my Red Bull. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna help him. If he thinks he's lucked in, I'm not helping him with this. I'm awful at Singapore as well. So he's probably lucked in with that respect.
He wanted you as a teammate for like yonks.
Yeah, this will be
against that one-off race.
This will be a bit of a teaser.
Force to come in detail.
Right, on to the fourth team, Force India.
I wouldn't mind
Oh, thank God I'm not in that McLaren. Jeez.
The longer I'm going, the more nerves I get.
Okay, the first driver is Maxi Luca, and albeit he hasn't been rapid in the season, but he is actually very fast when he wants to be. Yeah. So who is he teamed up with? He is teamed up with the Finnish driver YHYY. That's an interesting pairing. I think they're both
happy enough.
They probably don't speak to each other, but I think that's about all you can say for that pairing, really.
Well, you don't want to be talking to Maxi.
Yeah, he's quite hard to talk to. But on to Toro Rosso, the car you want, Gary, I believe.
I swear to God.
So the first driver, the number one driver for Toro Rosso, it is the guy who just won in Brazil. It's Haribo, taking that first seat slot. Who is his teammate? His teammate is Gary Donegan. Oh no, that was a joke. No, wait, sorry, I've just got a message. That was a joke. Okay, Lee Findlay, the new driver, is Harry's teammate. Oh, I would have loved it if that was your car.
I wouldn't be racing if that was my car.
I mean, let's face it, Gary, me and you are there to make up the numbers. Let's not lie.
There to win.
Right, so on to the next team, we have Williams. Who is the number one driver for Williams? It is Doom, back in his Williams. I believe he was in it for season 15.
Yeah, there's one race.
Was he in it for Did he only race one time in season 15?
Australia, you
Oh
won,
yeah, he
Bahrain
did, didn't he?
disconnected, they didn't race after
Oh,
that.
June will be happy with that. Will he be happy with his teammate? No, he won't. He's with Gary Donegan. That's not a good thing for June.
That's a great thing for June. What are you on about?
Gary, you know you're going to be in my seat. You're going to be in my Lance Stroll seat.
That's not
You
good,
know,
because
you've got
didn't
no
have
chance for a podium, mate.
Exactly. I hope was gonna get podium ahead of me.
Right, so Renault, the #1 driver is. We're still missing a couple of big names. Here's one of them. Falcon is in the Renault. Who was his teammate? I wish his teammate was Michael. It's not. It can't be. But it would be great if his teammate was Michael. So interesting. Falcon is paired up with the D2 runner-up V5. So that'll be an interesting pairing. Obviously, I don't think those two even know each other. So
Interesting.
yeah, that'll be good. And in the Haas, as #1 driver, we have Lewis. He's in the Haas in the league, so he probably hasn't got many complaints about that. And backing him up as a rear gunner, its own, arguably the fastest driver, who I don't think was in the top 10 selection. Well, he wasn't in the top 10 selection because Lewis was. So that's if it was based on points in a race, that was definitely the one. But now we're on to McLaren, the worst team, and I've been keeping track who's left. So Mitch is in it. So Mitch is in the McLaren. Oh God, who else? Oh, and Jari. Okay, so those two don't get on. Those two probably don't see eye to eye.
After Australia, definitely not.
But both Jari's been in the McLaren, so he'll be happy with that.
Yeah,
But finally, on to the Sauber. The last two drivers are Rick,
he's so lucky.
taking
he got
taking his seat again. Taker Bowrick and his teammate. His teammate is fellow Finn Kallick. So an all-Finnish lineup for the Switzerland-based team.
Though, is it?
It's not quite Gary Donegan. But that does round up the selections, car selections and teammate selections for the E-race. I mean, do you want to talk a little bit about what could happen in the race, Gary?
Gio's gonna win. I'm gonna come second.
June's going to win and you're going to come second.
Yep.
Okay, that's a bold prediction. If I was to legit put a prediction on this, if it rains, it's Mitch's 100%.
If it's legit, I'd say Decky.
I think Decky will sweat first. It's a €50 PSN voucher. I mean, I'm going to practice like any other league race, but I haven't got a chance in hell. If I had a sniff of a chance, like, I would be practicing so much for this race.
Got no chance.
I think we're going to see elbows out, that's for sure. Like €50 is online. That's a lot of games you could buy with that. Or if you're Mitch, that's a lot of Fortnite skins. A lot of bad ones at that.
That's basically the new F1 game.
Yeah. What an opportunity for just winning one race. You could win that. Imagine if June's first win this technically season was to win €50. That'd feel pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say he'd be happy enough. Given how poor, well, not poor season. I'm not getting. June's had a fantastic season. Fantastic.
But he hasn't managed to win, has he?
Elusive win. Fantastic. I can't badmouth him anymore. He's my teammate for this race. So.
Well, anyway, I think that rounds us out for this segment. So yeah, if there is another segment after this, you'll be hearing it about now. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the car you've got and the teammate, and if you didn't, tough luck, because you haven't really got a say in it.
Yeah, especially Neil. Beautiful.
Well, yeah, I wish you all the best in Singapore. I hope the driving is of a standard that should represent PRL and no one takes the matters into their own hands, because there probably will be punishments if people drive like lunatics just because money's on the line. But if I had to bet who's going to win it, I'm going to have to back my previous teammate Mitch. I think he'll win it.
He's actually looking so quick.
He
Like,
is, isn't
I would say Decky, but like I think I agree with you with
he? I
Mitch
think
because if
Mitch
it
wants it.
rains,
He loves
and if it
Fortnite,
rains,
and he wants Fortnite skins. Nothing will stop him getting that.
no.
But anyway, that has been the final podcast. A bit of a short one.
On a podcast
Um,
forever,
yeah, we're never coming back. We've
never coming back. We
decided
can't stand each other.
it's never coming back. We really don't like each other.
No, it's
And I'm
like
glad there's that
animosity.
big strip of water between me and you, because otherwise,
Oof,
be in
I'll
trouble.
swim over there, mate.
Right, yeah. Anyway, goodbye everyone. Take care, and
Yeah,
we'll see
see
you
you.
next season.
See you next
Bye.
season.